Welcome to Conversations with the Queen. Shalom Mishpaka. That's family in Hebrew for those who don't know. Today I'm going to be talking about rejection. Why am I not good enough? Rejection has many avenues that I can talk about, but today I'm just going to give you a generalization of rejection and how it is affecting us today. Okay, so just remember, this is some general information about rejection. I'm planning on doing a full teaching or class on rejection because I think it's really needed, because at some point in time everyone have been affected by rejection, and some of us just don't know how to deal with it. Okay, so today, rejection. Why am I not good enough? Rejection is the most common emotional wound we sustain in daily life. Our risk of rejection used to be limited to our little inner circle, but because of social media platforms and electronic communication, texting and all this stuff that we have today, today we have a wide variety of ways that we can be rejected and by whom we can be rejected. Okay, it used to be just our little inner circle, our family, our little friends and all this stuff like that. But now we have social media. We have, why didn't they like my picture, or why didn't they like my post on Facebook and all this crazy stuff. So now we have a wide variety of ways to be rejected and that spirit to come in. Okay, now whether the rejection we experience is large or small, one thing remains constant: it always hurt. It hurt, and that goes for everyone. It hurts, and it usually hurts more than we expect it to. Rejection can go deep. We get all of these different negative comments. Even when you put beautiful pictures up and all this kind of stuff like that, you always have this one person that's going to say something negative and cause that feeling of rejection to come in. So regardless, it hurts, and we go to bed, we like, oh yeah, worse, that it didn't bother me much, but actually it did. It probably bothered you more than you want to admit. That goes for everybody. Okay, the question is, why does it bother us so much to be rejected? Did you ever think about that? Why does it bother us so much? Well, it really bothers us because the same areas of our brain that is affected when we have physical pain, that's the same area that's affected when we feel rejection. So emotional pain and physical pain go hand in hand. If you stump your toe or whatever, that same part of your brain that's affected when you are in pain physically, it's the same part of your brain that's affected when you have experienced rejection. That's why it bothers us so much. It's just as bad as physical pain. Even though rejection is emotional, but it can be felt physical. Okay? Emotional pain is the only one of the ways rejection impacts us of our well-being. That's only one of the ways. It has a lot of different other ways. It affects our mood. It affects our self-esteem. It actually causes us to become angry. I've read so many stories where guys was rejected by females and they end up killing them. Rejection. And see, we have not been taught how to deal with pain. So therefore, they're carrying this pain and hurt in their heart and in their body, but they don't know how to express it. They don't know how to get over it. So that's why I say rejection is actually way more avenues than I can cover today. So today is just a generalization of rejection. I'm going to do a full class on this, and if you happen to live in Southern California, you will be gifted with this class, okay? It's not going to be televised. It's not going to be on YouTube. It's actually going to be a class where I can talk to people and teach about rejection. And if I record it, and maybe I'll put it on my YouTube eventually, but it's going to be a class on rejection. So just remember that emotional pain is not the only way that rejection hurts us, but it hurts our mood, our self-esteem. You know how you be feeling good, and then you get somebody to come give you this negative energy. That's what we're calling it today. This negative energy, these negative vibes, and now your whole day is ruined. Rejection. We all go through it. Yeah. So why does rejection wound us so deeply? Because it attacks the very person that we are. It destroys a lot of things about us. Our whole thought process can be affected by rejection. One of the ways, like I said, it's the avenue that cannot be discussed just on this particular show, but it's so many ways that I can talk about rejection. That's why I'm gonna have to teach a class on it. Just like mothers can reject babies from the womb. That's a whole class by itself. Parents really do reject children, and vice versa. Children reject parents as well. Siblings reject each other. So rejection, this whole topic can be discussed in many ways, but I'm just giving you a generalization, guys. Okay. Rejection has a way of destroying a person's life in a way that few other things can. The sad fact is, the number of people who are affected by rejection is phenomenal. Like I said, all of us have gone through rejection at one point in time in our lives. If you didn't get that job, or you didn't get picked for that particular thing you wanted, rejection. That's all part of it. Now, many people who face rejection, they grow up with all of these unresolved emotional wounds. These are the main ones that's going around killing people because they feel rejected. Rejection causes emotional wounds, which, if not dealt with, will grow and cause wounds such as unforgiveness, envy, jealousy, hatred, anger, bitterness. Those are some of the things that rejection can cause. Those wounds open us up to a whole spiritual world out there of evil spirits, okay? Unforgiveness, jealousy, anger, hatred. Those are all considered what I consider as evil spirits. So rejection can really open us up to all of these different, some people call it negative energy, but I call it evil spirits, because some things go way deeper than just a negative energy, okay? So rejection has a lot of symptoms that can vary from person to person. I'm going to give you a list of common symptoms that rejection causes. These symptoms include rebellion in both children and adults. So, you have ran into some rebellious children. I can guarantee you they are dealing with the spirit of rejection. Fabricated personalities, being someone you aren't in order to be accepted. We deal with that a lot today. The tendency to reject others so that you aren't the first one to be rejected. A tendency to always wonder if a person rejects or accepts you. How you always, when you meet people, you're like, did they accept me or did they reject me? Some people actually have that on their mind all the time. self-pity, where a person feels bad for themselves being all alone. Self-pity. Inability to be corrected or receive constructive criticism. That definitely has some underlying rejection. And people probably won't even realize that that is a symptom of being rejected. But yes, you know, they ain't never wrong. Inability to be corrected or receive constructive criticism. Now, I'm not talking about people like me who ain't never wrong. No, I'm just kidding. Because the girl ain't never wrong. But anyway, but really though, the inability to be corrected or receive constructive criticism is an underlying symptom of rejection. Rejection creates an environment where you are starved for love or just don't fit in. Almost like self-pity, but it goes a little deeper than self-pity. Where it's like you don't fit in, or you feel as if you don't fit in nowhere. Rejection. A sense of pride. How dare they reject me? You know, people that have been rejected, they tend to overcompensate on the confidence. You know, oh, how dare they reject me? Oh, no, not me, no. Yes, baby, you're dealing with rejection. Even you. Okay? Opinionated personality or the need to be right about things. You know, people that have an opinion about everything. Oh, my goodness. They're dealing with rejection. Having an opinion about everything and everybody, but hate for people to criticize them or hate for people to tell them their truths. They're dealing with rejection, okay? Feelings of worthlessness, insecurity, and hopelessness. That's pretty bad. And I'm learning that a lot of our young people are going through the feeling of worthlessness, insecurity, and hopelessness. Woo, we got to get a hold of this thing here. Rejection ain't no joke. Like I said, it's going to be a long class. I'm going to teach on this. This is just general information, but it's going to be a long class. But back to these symptoms. Other symptoms are seeking a parent's approval. You know how some people their parents have rejected them, and they know that their parents have rejected them, and the parents are still pretending that they haven't. Now these children are trying to do everything that they can to win this parent's love. You're still dealing with rejection. Envy, jealousy, strife, all of this is rooted in rejection. Fear of confrontation. Because your identity is based on what people think. You hate to disagree. That's dealing with rejection. Okay? Other symptoms are self-rejection. That's one of the biggest piece of this whole puzzle of rejection. Self-rejection. Self-rejection is where a person rejects themselves as a whole. The way they look, the way they act, the way they talk, the way everything about them, they just reject. Now, it is so sad that I actually saw, and I know you guys saw it too, the black girl that was talking about, I don't want to be black, because, you know, black people are niggers, and black people are this, and black people are that. On what show was that? Dr. Phil. Where she totally just rejects being a black woman. She is dealing with self-rejection. And that's an underlying symptom, a big one, of rejection. I don't know who rejected this young girl, but baby, get in touch with me. RainJanique@gmail.com. I would love to talk to you. Okay? That is the biggest piece of this puzzle. Rejection hurts. I don't care who you are, it hurts. We have a whole man-child in the White House that has never gotten over rejection. And people like myself, you know, psychologists who have studied about this thing, we can see it all over people. And that man-child in the White House, this man is dealing with some rejection. This is why he is always on Twitter, you know, responding negatively to everything. He got some issues, and it's with rejection, okay? So those are the main symptoms of rejection. Don't worry, I'm going to, because I know you guys don't remember all of them. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have them in the video listed below, okay? I'm going to put all of this information in the video below because, like I say, it's too big. Rejection, that spirit of rejection is too big for me to talk about in this little, you know, this little bit of time. And I like to talk about things in ways, in times that I know you guys are going to remember some things. You know, that's how I write my books as well. I don't try to write big novels. I write enough information for you to understand, you to grasp, and you remember that thing. Okay, so that's how I do things. So those are some of the main symptoms of rejection. Now I'm going to give you 4 tips on overcoming rejection. Now, granted, there is more, but I'm going to give you 4 of the tips on overcoming rejection. Okay, the first one is to recognize that you are dealing with rejection. You know, like they talk about alcoholics. You can't help a alcoholic until they realize that they're an alcoholic. You can't help someone that is dealing with rejection until they recognize and realize that they are dealing with that spirit. Okay. Number 2 is to change your thoughts. I have talked about thoughts for the last 3 or 4 episodes of Conversations with the Queen, but thoughts are so important, people. It is so important. Change your thoughts about yourself, people, and situations. Because sometimes, well, not sometimes, most times, we only understand from our perspective. And so, instead of getting a clear understanding, here we done perceived it the only way we know how, and that person didn't even mean it that way. And here now it caused you to deal with rejection. So change your thoughts about yourself, about people, about situations, and how you're so quick to react. Some people, they listen to react instead of listen to understand. It's the truth. So you change your thoughts. Number 3 is speak positive affirmations over yourselves. Speak them positive affirmations over yourselves, honey. I'm going to have a list of affirmations that you can speak over yourselves, okay? If you're dealing with rejections. And 4th, get some help. Get some coaching. Get a mentor. Talk to your spiritual leader, a life coach or something. Get some help. Life coaches, mentors, and I say spiritual leaders because I don't want to put a title, because you might have an apostle, a prophet, a minister, evangelist. I don't know what, people are calling themselves this day and time. So I just say spiritual leader. Get some help. That's the main thing. People like myself, I'm a certified life coach. I'm a certified psychologist. I'm trained to deal with this type of stuff. And trust me, I see it all the time in adults and children alike. I don't even think that some people realize and recognize that they are dealing with rejection. But they are. And I can see it. Rejection has caused many families to break up. many marriages to break up, and many friendships to break up. Because we have gone years and years and years on top of this whole rejection thing without getting any help. Get you some help. And again, I will be teaching a full class on rejection, because this is a serious problem in society today. We wouldn't have a man-child in the White House that's dealing with, rejection, who's always threatening someone. Every other day, this man threatening somebody new. This man is dealing with some serious, serious rejection issues. I don't know who hurt you. Who hurt you? You need some help. You need some help. Trump, I'm talking about you. You need some help. rangeandneat@gmail.com. Okay? But on a serious note, we really have to get some help for people that is dealing with rejection, because if not dealt with, you will spend your life as an angry, bitter, mean person. You know how you have these older people that's just mean and just mean and surly all the time. I can guarantee you they're dealing with rejection that they never dealt with. So you can get in touch with me, rangeunique@gmail.com. You can visit my website, rangeunique.com. I am certified to deal with rejection. I'm a certified life coach. I'm a certified psychologist. Not only that, I am an ordained spiritual leader. I'm here to help you and people like myself. And I've heard one person was like, oh, apostles and prophets, we have to, life coaches are taking over. They're taking our position. Honey, if you were smart, you will go and get yourself Miss Apostle. You will go and get yourself some life coaching experience. Because if you haven't noticed, people leaving the church. Okay? So, you might be dealing with the spirit of rejection yourself. Get at your girl, rangeunique@gmail.com. Talk to the queen. I'm here to help you. I've dealt with it. I see it all the time. And the sad part is a lot of people don't even realize that they're dealing with rejection. And it really, really bothers me when it comes to the children. So parents, if you have a child that's dealing with rejection, rangeunique.com. Book yourself a session with me. I can guarantee you to change your life. It will change your life. Okay, this has been Conversations with the Queen. I am Range Unique, Queen Unique, that is. I'm here to help you. I will have all of those notes and all of those symptoms in the video below, because I really want you guys to go back and look at these and see which ones that you're dealing with. And if you find you are dealing with it, rangeunique.com, rangeunique@gmail.com. Talk to me. I'm here. I can help you, or find you someone to talk to that is certified to deal with this. Now, don't go talking to a family friend that's just going to go out and tell your business, and then now you got to deal with that on top of the rejection. Don't do that. Find yourself someone that you can really talk to, some professional help that you can talk to about this rejection, because it's serious. And adults, yes, we reject each other all the time as well. When you find that person always criticizing, that person is dealing with rejection. Okay? So again, this have been Range Unique, Conversations with the Queen. Talk to me. rangeunique.com, rangeunique@gmail.com. Get at me. Get with me. Book a section. I know you will love it. You will not be disappointed. I promise you. Okay? I love you guys, and always thank you for tuning in. I never take it for granted that you guys want to hear what I have to say. I love it. I love you. Okay, this has been Conversations with the Queen. RainJanique@gmail.com. RainJanique.com. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for all you guys. I am over 600 subscribers in what, 4 weeks? Woohoo! That is big. Okay, I'm almost to my 1,000 subscriber. I love you guys, and remember now, I'm giving out gifts. I'm gonna give out this huge, special, big, magnificent gift to my 1,000 subscriber and my 2,000 subscriber. Okay, so tell your friends, tell your family. Conversations with the Queen every Sunday. A new video will be posted. Okay, I love you guys.